Yo, 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 what's going on, everybody? Welcome back to another episode of Big D Energy.
Big D!
Oh, yeah. It's music to my ears.
That was cool.
That was cool. The new open.
First time I've seen it.
Yeah.
Brandon, you seen that before? That's tight. Good job to the boys in the back. I'm sure.
Jam it or slam it. 313.
There it is. There you go. Big D Energy. Welcome back, bud.
It's good to be back. As a matter of fact, my name is Neal. Ruhl. That guy over there, that's D-Mac, Darren, McCarty. Around the infield from third to first, we have KG.
Yes, sir. What's really good, man?
What's really good?
I missed that, man. Missed you, man.
Absolutely. Thought about you when I was driving home from the airport on Sunday. Right past the Detroit sign.
Oh, yeah. How's it holding up?
It's still beautiful.
I told you.
The streets have left it. No taggers, none of that.
I put the word in.
You did, man.
I tried to tell you.
And the block heated.
Yeah.
When KG talks, the hood listens.
Apparently.
Period, end of story. Jesus in the house. That's right, Justin. Now we haven't convened since your stars went full stars. Did not score a power play goal in a series.
0 for 14, yep.
Huh, that's a tough way to win, huh?
There's no way you can win, especially when the Oilers were hitting at over a 40% clip in the series.
Yeah, weird, huh?
Yeah, and I got into it with Katz yesterday because he was trying to tell me that I overrated Edmonton, which is absolutely crazy. How would I overrate Edmonton when I picked Dallas? It makes zero sense. So I got into a nice argument with Katz yesterday.
Wouldn't that be underrating Edmonton?
Yes.
You underrated, you saw what happened. I thought when you walked in today, you were coming from the Jamie Benn funeral. So I hope that
strong effort.
Well,
no, I'm coming from El Torco's funeral.
Well, that's.
But Edmonton proved in that series, right? What do you need? You got to get the bounces, right? Score the timely goals, but they got the goaltending. They got what we didn't think they'd get when we talked about before the series. Now, can Skinner do it again in the finals against Florida? That's a whole different beast, I think. But the ineptitude of your power play, you're never going to win.
No chance.
I don't know what the numbers are, but if you go back and kudos to Edmonton for getting it done.
8 kills in a row.
Yep.
Well, it's going to only get harder because Florida's humming right now. So we'll see. But again, greatest player in his sport stepping up and doing it. Is it McDavid's time? I don't know. But Saturday when the NHL playoffs start, this was must-see TV, Neal. Alexander Barkov, the captain and the centerman who won the Selke, best two-way forward in the NHL up against the best player in the NHL. This is going to be electric.
No, it is. And this is probably the most locked in I've been to a Stanley Cup final or will be into a Stanley Cup final in a long time. Like, this is appointment viewing.
Same here.
Yeah, I will be locked. Oh, you're done. You're done watching hockey.
Your team's gone.
Your team's gone, bro.
You can watch.
Like they always
are.
You
can watch. You just can't chirp.
Yeah.
All right.
Like they always are.
Oh, I can't pick a side in this series.
No, you can't.
I think's gonna win or anything.
No, because your opinion is not valued here. Damn. It's not valid.
Damn.
It's not valued. It's not from a learned. I tried to help you. We tried to help you.
But you know what, Neal? I'm not gonna lie. I'm gonna cut the shit.
Oh.
Me going on my own against everyone on the network and still believing in me and believing in the Stars. Because you told me the same thing about the Avs. Let's not forget about that. And the confidence that gave me is all I needed. It sucks losing the take, but it is what it is.
Well, you should be used to it because this is what the Dallas Stars do. At some point, they go Dallas Stars in the playoffs.
I mean, that was full Dallas Stars.
It was the Dallas Stars experience.
I'll give you your kudos. You called it. That was the Dallas Stars experience, and it was absolutely. I don't want to say what I'm thinking because
then don't.
Yeah,
then just don't.
It was an eyesore to watch the entire series.
100%.
Except if you're watching McDavid be an absolute legend.
But that's
so
Dallas.
Good.
That's Dallas Stars hockey. It always has been.
Neal.
It always will be.
Ray comes in right on the right time. You can't save those who don't want to be saved.
All I can do is point you in the right direction. Then it's up to you. Spencer Raxter.
Hello.
What up, man?
Not much. What's up with you?
Just living life.
Yeah, feel that.
Every day.
Every day. Did the had the beer Olympics at a diaper party over the weekend?
I saw the picture.
Yeah.
Absolutely, Dad. You had the dad. You're ready. You got dad form.
Yeah, it was dad fit. Had the Monarchs on.
You just need the 6-month-old baby. When you're ready, you got to save that gear. If anybody hasn't seen
I can see
Spencer's
Spenny
photo.
as a dad.
Yeah.
Now you finished second in the fit contest?
Second, yeah.
Now that's absurd.
It's the guy, shout out my boy Brandon, he won. We had pretty, like, bar for bar, basically the same exact fit, except he had jean shorts on. So.
How did you overlook that, Spenny?
Yeah.
The jorts?
Then I don't own a pair of jean shorts.
Should have got invested in. Hey, did you? The one thing I wanted to show you guys is because did you see what I sent you on Twitter?
Yeah.
Yeah. Can you just like to throw it? Did you see this come by? And then this is sort of off topic, but it sort of popped me. So over the weekend, I was up and spent last week. I went to do the grind line thing, the Memorial Cup. Then I went back for the game, and I was there. It was awesome. Was there with Ozzy and Drapes and our buddy Brandon Bordeaux and everybody in Saginaw for the Memorial Cup. What a game that was, and stuff like this. But people were sending pictures of me being at hockey rinks and stuff like this. And somebody sent this picture in. Did you get it, Spenny?
Yeah, I got it right here.
Sent this picture in, but it's not me. Do you know who that is?
Oh, shit.
Do you know who that is? But doesn't it look like me side profile or whatever?
Though. You look like Brock Lesnar?
That's Brock Lesnar.
No, Brock Lesnar looks like D-Mac.
That's what it is.
Let's get it straight.
Well,
Big
I could
facts.
understand. Like I said, I understand why people confuse it because we're world champions.
That's true.
But, I thought that was cool. I got confused with Brock Lesnar.
Hell yeah.
You're not cut like Brock, but I mean, body-wise.
Who is, bro?
Yeah.
Who is?
That's pretty incredible.
pretty
The
cool.
resemblance.
So
It's the Viking energy.
Yeah.
It's that
It's the
is.
Viking energy.
That's what it is.
Woodward Sports chat thread. Subscribe to the Woodward Sports YouTube channel. Jump into there. Get your thoughts out there. We'll read them as the show goes on. DNCENT. Well. Look who decided to come to work today. Yeah. Welcome back from the store.
You was ducking your
Dad.
responsibilities, man. I was trying to explain to them that you was ducking your responsibilities the whole time.
He also said, Neal, this show has been unhinged since you left. Save us, please, in all caps. I'm here now. We're getting ready to get into it. No, because there are some things we got to catch up on. I haven't weighed in on the Torkelson situation. The Justin Jefferson contract got chirped from some Vikings fans on social media.
Oh, yeah.
I'll discuss.
Mm-hmm.
I'll do it. Like,
They was big mad yesterday.
What were they?
We got clipped yesterday. They was big mad.
Oh, they always are.
Mm-hmm.
They always are. They're really not going to like this one. But, hey, we'll get there. We're going to get there today. Dr. Pierce will join us. I want to talk about the Kerry Carpenter injury situation because it sounds terrifying.
Yep, looks like the 60-day, maybe.
But you never want,
When you're talking about like lumbar or stress fracture.
Stress
back
fracture.
injury.
That's a scary word. That's what I want to understand when we're talking about this. Like usually stress fractures, if it's in a bone in your leg or stuff like this, try to play through and stuff. But this is in the back, and how bad is it? Because you and I had this conversation earlier. Doesn't sound good. So it's a good thing we have Doc Pierce here to sort of clarify things for everybody.
No, we are definitely going to get into it. Oh, by the way, I have a zipper method update from this morning, KG.
Good. I want to hear it.
You guys are going to like this one.
You was hyped up.
For those of you...
He was unhinged a little bit this morning.
Yeah,
I
he
woke up
was.
to an unhinged text message.
So for those of you that remember the Mankato Tavern story,
Oh, yeah.
right?
How
You
can I
remember?
forget?
Classic.
Spenny wasn't here, though.
He wasn't.
Oh, he wasn't here.
Yeah.
I told the story at the Mankato Tavern about how we were up there. Like, Mankato is up there,
Yeah.
right? And I got accused of tone when I told the story about how we were talking about bar fights and having to fight your way out. We kind of had to
Okay. Yeah.
see our way out of the bar that night. They took exception to my, I'm supporting your economy comment.
That don't sound like classic Neal tone.
Yeah. Yeah, it does.
In much that vein. So for those of you that don't know, I've talked about this before. They are working on M53 Expressway, Van Dyke Expressway. It is closed at Hall Road, which is a very, very busy intersection. And so they have signs out there a mile away that says use all lanes during backup, which is also known as the zipper method. So I tell you guys every morning I come in there, and there is some kind of dude that swings out because for whatever reason, they don't use all the lanes. And I can't understand it. But hey, good for me, because I'm going to use all the lanes like A, I've been told, B, science has proven to be effective, and C, it's quicker. Especially if you guys are all going to sit over there. But anyway, the moral of the story is every day there's a truck guy that swings out into the lane to impede traffic, which is a traffic violation. It is. That is against the law, as they would say in Canada. It is. So today, truck guy once again. And KG, I'm not saying anything about this. I'm just describing the person.
All right.
Okay? Big cube truck, right? Like a moving truck or whatever.
Yeah.
Big cube truck. And I'm coming down. I'm not speeding. I'm going the posted speed limit.
All right.
And I'm going down to the sign that says, merge, take turns. Literal signs that tell you what to do. Literal signs. But a half a mile away, cube truck guy's got to swing out into the lane as I'm going.
Oh.
So I stop, right?
Yeah.
I stop, and I go around him on the side, and I stop next to him. And he's got his window down, so I roll my window down.
Oh, God.
I do, because, that is illegal.
Yeah.
To do that.
Did you chirp at him?
Illegal. We talked. We talked.
And then how'd it go?
So the conversation went like this. I go, bro, do you see that sign right there that says use all? It was so convenient. We were literally right in front of the sign. Bro, see that sign right there? It says use all lanes. Do you see it? He's like, yeah. Then what's the problem? Why do you have to do that? Why? Well, you need to get in the lane. No, I don't. The sign right there. That for whatever reason, either you can't read it or it doesn't compute for you. One of the two. I don't know which one. I'm just talking to you for the first time, so I don't know. Either you, and if you can't understand it or you can't read it, then I have to question how you get by on a day-to-day basis.
So you called the man stupid for
I didn't say that. I didn't say that.
Let's just get to the meat and bones.
Translated it as right, but technically didn't say that.
I didn't say that.
That's your translation.
I'm in the discovery period of why you can't understand the sign that's literally in front of us. Literally in front of us.
And how'd it go?
He wasn't receptive to that.
I bet he was.
He wasn't receptive to that at all. So I said, so you have no comment then. There's the sign. Are we good here? Are we good?
So did you get to go ahead of him?
Yeah.
Oh, so he let you go.
No, I just went all the way around him and went about my day.
There was no pullover and squabble.
No, because there was no answer to the question. There was never going to be a squabble.
No, there was never going to be.
I had a traffic situation today, too, if we're being on brand. I almost had to fight 2 buses full of kids.
Oh,
Voodoo kids. This shit pisses me off so much.
You booed all the kids?
That 696 exit right where the Detroit Zoo is, 696 in Woodward. I can't wait for school to be over so these snot-nosed, peanut butter and jelly eating ass kids aren't clogging up those exit lanes while I'm trying to get over to turn on Woodward because they got to go to the fucking zoo every day, apparently. Every day.
It's zoo
these
season.
kids got to go to the zoo, and there's 7 buses just sideways on those exits clogging all the lanes.
Yep.
Oh my God, it pisses me off, man.
Oh, shit.
Because when I get over, I just get all the way over, and I go and I turn on Woodward, no problem. But it takes me forever to get all the way over because there's 12 busloads of kids in the way waiting to go see some fucking butterflies at the zoo.
Hey, is the penguin thing still a thing there?
I don't know. I haven't been in the zoo.
The penguin thing is dope.
Yeah, the penguin thing is still.
It's
They
still a
redid
thing?
it a couple of years ago.
Awesome. Woodward Sports chat thread. You guys have some thoughts, as I figured that you would. Sandra Dorton Neal, it's called a box truck. Cube truck, box truck, whatever. But yeah, the people have some thoughts, as you might say. Crazy Clown, Neal got chippy. I didn't get chippy.
I almost got
It's a
chippy.
tad chippy.
I was ready to fight the kids and the teachers. And the bus drivers.
Hey, don't forget to send me your videos booing them kids.
Goddamn
14
right.
Sitawa. We need them.
Yeah,
I have
we
not
do.
gotten any of them, and that is criminal. You guys said you'd do it, and I have not gotten one video. Please send them to me.
DNC said, what do the kids do? Fight the parents and the bus drivers, Spenny. Hey, no, if the kids didn't want to go to the zoo, wouldn't be in that scenario.
Yeah, big facts.
So we got to get it too.
The real K Collins 77. Road rage isn't the answer. There was no road rage. I just asked a question about the sign that was literally in front of us. And I'm not, and look, this is an observation, KG, before we go to the break. This is what he looked like. He had sunglasses and a Fu Manchu.
Oh.
Because of course he did.
Yeah.
Of course.
Makes sense. Big truck guy.
So yeah, and like I know he thinks like the rules don't apply to him. He wants everyone else to follow the rules.
Yeah, no,
He's saying he
people
couldn't
are like
read
that.
because his sunglasses were too dark.
Maybe it's a prescription thing. Maybe I should be, but that was an opportunity for him to answer those types of questions.
You think he was going to answer those in the middle of traffic like that?
I just asked.
In
I
a
want to
condescending
understand.
tone.
I want to understand how he gets by on a day-to-day basis because everyone's clearly out to get him, right? The disrespect of going down the lane that it tells you to go down the lane.
Too bad his wife wasn't with him. That would have been epic.
Yeah. So that's it. Yeah. And I knew that day was coming. I told you guys this day was coming.
Yeah.
And it happened today. All right, we got to get into Torkelson stuff, the Justin Jefferson stuff as well. A couple of Lions things that we're going to get in the mix also. And all of it. Dr. Pierce will join us coming up just a little bit. Talk Kerry Carpenter as well. Tell him about Guardian, D-Mac.
Absolutely. Let Guardian Alarm offer you customized solutions from real experts, professional technicians who take the time to recommend security and automated solutions specific to your needs. But Guardian needs you to call them today. The number 1-800.
Stay out.
24/7 professional monitoring. Call anytime, day or night. Note that the Guardian team member will stay on the phone as long as it's needed. But I need you to call the number 1-800.
Stay out.
Technology backed by people. Your safety and security deserves technology. You've been proven to work and people have been proven to care. Business, pleasure. Guardian doesn't care. They just want you to call the number 1-800.
Stay out. Stay out of winning a championship, Boston. You guys don't deserve it. I hate your city and your people.
Jason Tatum's a bitch.
Nice effort, Dallas Stars. You'll be staying out of the Stanley Cup Finals.
Yes, they will be, unfortunately.
Stay out of our comment section, Vikings fans.
Guardian Alarm, your local security experts. Tell them Big D Energy. We sent you.
Come to any Lady Jane's Haircuts for Men and claim your throne for a king's treatment from one of our talented stylists. Open 7 days a week. Walk in anytime. Just get to a Lady Jane's today and receive a precision haircut, scalp massage, hot lather neck shave, and a hot towel treatment. A haircut should not be a chore. It should be an experience. And that's exactly what Lady Jane's has to offer. Open 7 days a week. Walk-ins are always welcome. There's always a location near you. Lady Jane's Haircuts for Men. It's wicked awesome.
Enough Detroit sports. Make sure you listen to Ermanni and Edwards with Maz next 2 p.m. to 4 p.m. on the Woodward Sports Network. Love Woodward Sports? Love wearing clothes? Then you should be wearing Woodward Sports clothes. Check out our full line of merch at woodwardsports.com. Just click on Shop. We have all your favorite designs, like Dan Campbell kneecaps, Woodward Golf, and of course, our own logoed out merchandise. Men, women, infants, kids, all love Woodward Sports. Impress your friends. Impress your boss. Impress your dog. Buy Woodward Sports merch today.
Soroki's Crispy Chicken and Pizza is taking over Michigan. Locations are popping up all over Metro Detroit, doubling their number of restaurants this year. Known for their hand-battered, hand-breaded chicken tenders, delicious chicken sandwiches, and New York-style pizza. You could stop in at any Metro Detroit location or go to Sorokis.com to figure out where you could get some of this great food.
All right. What's up, everybody? Neal Ruhl from Woodward Sports here for Planet Fitness. We're at the Warren location. The high school summer pass. Kids ages 14 to 19 can work out for free all summer long at over 50 Metro Detroit locations. And my guy Anthony is here at the Warren location. Anthony, the high school summer pass, you're here right now. What's your why? What brought you into Planet Fitness?
I actually just wanted to get fit, and this is like the perfect opportunity. And I wanted to, take advantage of, what's right in front of me, especially after I just got off of work. Yeah.
So Anthony's in here getting it in. You can, too. Go to planetfitness.com. You can join up there. But, Anthony, you're a Warren Mott graduate, too. So, this is local in your area. Very
20
convenient,
seconds.
Isn't it, for you to roll into Planet Fitness right here in your own backyard?
No, literally, I can just, I can walk here if I want, and it's just all free. So, why wouldn't I take advantage of, the opportunity that was presented to me?
Anthony's got it figured out. You can get it figured out, too. Go to planetfitness.com. The high school summer pass all summer long at Planet Fitness. All right, keeping it pushing here. Big D Energy, Woodward Sports Network, Neal Ruhl, Darren McCarty, KG. Jesus, the Justin, the intern here in the house as well. Spencer Raxter, also some reaction. In the Woodward Sports chat thread, jump in to there. And look, I want to talk about Torkelson being sent down because I didn't get a chance to weigh in. So we'll get to the Justin Jefferson contract next segment. Promise you, because some people are chatting about it right now. Cat spot. We'll discuss. But all right, here's the deal. KG, I'm going to work this today because I've been out for a minute.
Yeah, you wasn't even here for the Chris Harris comments. Sky Harris, I mean.
No, I wasn't. But here's the deal. So KG, bring me up to speed. Where is everybody at with it? What's kind of been the consensus of the folks?
That it needed to happen and that maybe it was probably overdue. But yeah, he's got sent down. We look forward to what Justin Henry Malloy can do on the main roster, and they're going to platoon at first.
So we're platooning at third, and we're platooning at first now.
Apparently, yes.
And somehow, some way, they're 500.
Yeah.
I mean, I know the way.
Yeah.
The way is your boy, D-Mac, Tarek Skubal. Once again, pure electricity last night.
Yeah, just give up. As Broder always says in baseball, you can get away. You don't like giving up the solo shots, but this way you even bounce back after giving up the leadoff home run. He's every time, you said it, every time he's out there, it's the most valuable he's going to be to this organization. So, I mean, hats off to Jake Rogers for putting the bat in the ball a couple times in the stands, and they figured out a way to win. But that's not wasting good starts, right? Tarek Skubal doesn't get the treatment that Reese Olson and Flaherty and the rest of the guys do as far as production, but they find a way to win for him. So that was a greasy win. That was good.
Yeah.
No, and look, like, it was exactly what the problem is.
Right.
That's how they have to win baseball games.
100%.
Mm-hmm.
Like, it almost makes me more angry when they win those games in a weird way.
Because then it's putting a Band-Aid.
Right. People are like, and then I get
they can do it. They can do it. No, they can't. They can't. They can do it when they have their ace, Tarek Skubal, that can hold the team to one run and pitch,
Yeah. And Bo Gray.
It is frustrating. It's a different kind of frustrating, though, Neal, because I think it was just because we're getting out of what our expectations are. But, now that Torque's down, at least, they're trying to do something instead of, making him suffer as much, giving somebody else an opportunity. The big thing is, I think we came to grips when Kerry Carpenter went down. Like, bam, you take, your productive guy in the lineup out. I mean, we're scraping. So whatever it takes.
And
now,
here we are.
Now it's about the future.
Yeah.
It really is. It's been proven that you can go back and say, well, the writing was on the wall because in a division that you can compete in without making moves, or you thought you would be able to, right? You didn't make any moves. You saw the writing on the wall when we talked. It goes back to the Justin Turner, contract and stuff like this. Now you're platooning. You brought it up. Now you're platooning at third. Now you're platooning at first. Good teams don't do that.
But again, somehow, some way, they're 500.
And according to AJ Hinch, they're trying to win games. Like I said on Wake Up Woodward, before Torque was sent down, he said without saying that Torque is hurting our chances to win. That's why they thought about sending him down, and they expect to win ball games. They're still in the wild card race. Now the division might be a little out of reach, but they're still in the wild card.
And that's the way the wild card's designed. So, there's always 5 teams involved. But here's the thing with it. This is why I always exclude AJ Hinch. Because AJ Hinch is going to cook with the ingredients he's given. He's going to make it for you.
Yep.
He's going to make you that meal. Somehow, some way. He's going to make you that meal. That's why I laugh about, people that are critical of AJ Hinch, because I don't see it that way. Look at how he just holds this thing together barely. And, it was funny because, like, with Torque being sent down, and look, I talked about it earlier this season. Like, he's the one that I worry about the least because he's got the 30 home run season, on the resume.
Yeah.
And he was like a new school power hitter where he's going to strike out a ton, but still hit his home runs, hadn't hit his home runs. So yeah, I don't have a problem with them setting. What was he, 3 for 40?
His May was atrocious.
It was atrocious. Had to be done. I'm never going to push back on that. Now it's on him.
Yeah.
It is exclusively on him now. So sink or swim, man. That's what it's going to be. It's just funny to me, and old Spenny was the key contributor. Spenny was the the match that lit the gas. The old Javi 2 RBI hit.
He's back.
And you fired it up for Javi Watch, okay? And I'll just give the people Javi Watch.
Oh, I missed it.
It was great. I got the tweet from Spenmo, and I'm like, wow, he must be getting it done. Because I went to the Marlins game Friday night where they won. The Marlins have never lost when I've been in the bill. Undefeated. Never lost. What's that?
Do you have a Cuban?
You know he did.
100%.
Yeah, come on now.
Overrated.
Them is people down there.
Yeah. No,
Cuban. Overrated. I don't know about that.
No, Cuban sandwich.
Yeah, no, that knew what he meant.
Cuban.
Yeah, but you see narrative at work, right? Like Spenny, calls it a muffaletta when he makes it.
Mm-hmm.
But really, it's just a regular-ass sandwich. But when you have a Cuban sandwich that is not just a regular-ass sandwich, now he calls it's just a ham sandwich.
A ham sandwich with mustard.
Like a muffaletta.
Nope.
What is a muffaletta? I don't even know what that
culture yourself.
So when it fits his narrative, there he is. But no, like doing the Javi update. So I was just checking it out, and I was taking a look, because surely he's on fire, right?
I mean, in extra innings.
2 for his last 26.
In extra innings, he is.
2 for his last 26.
He's back.
2 for his last 26, man. And I get tweets saying he's, quote, back.
He's back, baby.
You knew that was coming, though.
And by the way, while we're at that, Torque got sent down, right?
Mm-hmm.
Torque was as bad as you can be in May. He was hitting 201 when he got sent down. Javi's 188.
He's back.
Like what Spinny said.
Why is it okay?
Because of the money. Let's move on.
No. And D-Mac, I know that.
Over this. Because it bothers me because AJ Hint says Torque's hurting us and to do all this or whatever. What about your shortstop?
Thank you.
What
That's
about
what
your shortstop? You absolutely, Wenzel Perez, you changed this kid from a shortstop to an outfielder because of what you have in the system. We see what it is.
Yeah.
The frustrating thing, right, is I'm glad that they're trying to help Torque to get it worked out in this, but don't.
I mean,
how do we? It's the elephant in the room, and no one addresses it or whatever else. But we know it's because if AJ would just come out and say, "Well, the guy at short's got to play because he's making $25 million," we know that.
Yeah.
It's not so you're doing this for Torque to make him better and hopefully get him on track for the team, but yet you're sitting at shortstop and leaving this guy in. And I don't, right?
Instead, and that comes from above.
Can we not just give other guys opportunities? And that's the frustrating part. I don't want Torque struggling. I hope he works it out. And it was the right decision to make. I was actually surprised. But to me, it goes to show you Scott Harris and more so of development and stuff like this, but it just bothers, and should bother all of us because you got to sort them sitting there at shortstop with the money.
Real quick, KG, we'll get to you in a second. Catspot says the Tigers have had no accountability with Hinch as manager. Baez barely even shows up for work. Cats, what's he going to do? That's coming from above. You'll never convince me that it's not. Never.
Yeah.
What do you have, KG?
No, and that's what I was going to say. I was mad you wasn't here when Scott Harris made these comments because when he got the Javi question, you can tell he didn't want that question, and the way he answered it would lead me to believe the man is handcuffed. And we've said this on and on before, but to me, Torque is the bigger issue because Javi is what he is at this point. We all know that. He's gotten worse every single year he's been in the Tigers uniform. He's been declining since he left the Cubs. Torque still has a runway and a future ahead of him, and we're trying to figure out if he's a part of this core.
And what I don't get about it, and I guess this is my question for the people, what I don't get about it is, why is Torque a bust and everyone just tolerates Javi? Why? Somebody answer that for me. Why?
We expect more out of Torque. I guess that's why people would say that. Do I agree with it? No. But
he's literally giving you more than Javi.
But he is bordering on being a bust, and this was a 1-1 guy.
But like, it's over. Like, in the fans' eyes, it's over for Torque right now. And I don't understand it because we tolerate Javi.
I mean, when you look
why don't the fans revolt against Javi?
I mean, I think they have, but what are you going to do? They're not going to do anything with him this year, most likely.
Then, again, you know what? I said it last year, kind of like in joking. I said the only thing we can do on this Javi thing is make this like New York, Philadelphia toxic.
Make it
and
hard
it was, I was kind of serious, but kind of joking. They will keep doing this to you until you say no more.
Yeah, but they're not prepared to do that. They're trying to utilize Javi in any way that's productive. But
We can't allow that.
Forced to.
We need to draw a line in the sand right now. And D-Mac, going back to exactly what you said, where if he is, imagine what they would be with literally anybody else.
Yeah.
I bet you they would be 2 games better.
Yeah.
Bet you. At least 2 games better.
I agree.
With literally anybody else at shortstop.
I agree.
This is going to come to a head for me even more than it already has.
Buckle up, because it doesn't seem like it's going to happen this year, at least.
Well, I know a Lady Jane's haircut's going to happen this week for me.
Well, absolutely. Well, you know how awesome is when a guy can be a guy, get an amazing haircut. Lady Jane's Haircuts for Men. Stop in, sit back, relax. Let one of Lady Jane's talented stylists make you look and feel great. Walk in anytime, 7 days a week. Lady Jane's. It's wicked awesome.
At work and at home, we're there with smarter security solutions. Featuring complete automation with customized alerts and more. For over 90 years, we've been the company that's been counted on to protect what matters most, all with personalized service and care. Right now, for a limited time, receive a free video device plus free installation with a new home system. Guardian Alarm. We protect Michigan.
Congratulations to the real Coach of the Year, Motor City Dan Campbell.
Just put your head down and go to work. It's about to be fun, man. It's about to be fun.
Woodward Sports.
Yo, let me just say, I love Planet Fitness.
Trying out Planet Fitness and dang, they got lots of equipment.
Not me getting a Planet Fitness membership just for the 24-hour perk.
Listen, the PF Black Card is worth every penny for this hydro massage. I'm a new man.
Did y'all know that the PF app has workouts you can do at home? Cheapest therapy I can find is Planet Fitness.
All the benefits, all for less. Planet Fitness, big fitness energy for all.
Neal Ruhl here for Feldman Automotive with 18 locations. There's a Feldman Automotive dealership in your backyard. Go to feldmanauto.com. Find the location nearest you. What does that do for you? They have the best car buying experience in the game called the Feldman Advantage. Fast, convenient, first class, all of it. And by the way, we know about Feldman Chevrolet in Novi, Michigan's #1 Chevrolet dealer. But guess what? Whatever brand of car you're looking for, Ford, Kia, whatever, there's a Feldman dealership. Want car? FeldmanAuto.com. Get car. You're welcome. All right, keeping it pushing, everybody. We have some breaking up north news. Neal Ruhl, Darren McCarty, KG, intern Justin, Spencer Raxter, all of you in the Woodward Sports chat thread. Jump into there. We have some breaking up north news.
Yes, sir, we do.
What do we got?
Double G21 at Neal Ruhl. I work with a guy who knows the owner of the Mankato Tavern. He has given you and Big D the green light to do a remote from the tavern.
Okay.
First question, they got internet up there?
I'm sure they have to have internet up there, right? Like we could do it.
They got well water. Is it well water?
I would say probably.
Neal, we got to do that. This is the perfect way to right your wrongs from that.
Bro, my wrongs.
You condescended upon the people of Mankato.
No, it was just tone. They just took it. Kenny, what we're trying to do is
you
go
should
back
thank me for helping your economy.
And explain.
No. See, you're misrepresenting
us.
Yes,
you're misrepresenting.
Right. I never said you should thank me for supporting your economy.
You might as well.
No. I said I'm here supporting the local economy.
See, your translation.
But you said it in a condescending tone. You did.
It's just. It was just. He said it in his Michigan.
Why do you think
tone.
you got into a fight after that?
Wasn't really a fight. We were trying to
make
a squabble. This was a long time ago.
It was a long time ago, but
he's
you know
got
what?
a different crew, more responsible.
I'm more than happy. I like the Mankato Tavern.
Yeah,
I do.
Beer night.
I love. Yeah, it was. They had quarter beer night one night. We were there.
Oh shit!
What?
I need to be at that.
One
place.
night we were there. Yeah, they had $1 cans of Busch Light that night.
Well, water's a little bit better. You don't care so much, right?
You don't need well water. You got the beer,
right?
I like it. I like it up there. Spent a lot of weekends up there. I enjoy it.
We should do it.
We should do it. Get Stick out here.
Yeah.
Let's do it, everybody. I want to do it for sure. But yeah, jump into that Woodward Sports chat thread. Get your thoughts out there, and we will read them as we go. But no, in the reaction to the Javi thing, I just don't get why Tork's done and finished and dead, and we just kind of, there goes Javi.
He's back.
He's back.
What are we supposed to do, Neal? That's all I'm saying.
I think we have to snap now.
You
for real?
You want to protest the games now?
Boo him out the city.
No, I'll never. No, you just need to make your feelings about Javi known.
What else? Sucks. He's a bum.
What else can you do as a consumer, right?
Yeah.
I mean,
like I said, to me, just Torque is the bigger issue. He's young, and when you look at the 3 years, he has not progressed at all.
Yes.
I think that's more scary coming from a number 1 pick.
It's the scary thing is we thought that, okay, he figured it out. 30 home runs,
right.
90 plus RBIs, second half of the season. We understood the slow start, but to me, it's bigger than that. Like, how can you slow start, get into it, then you're supposed to be being a 1-1 too.
Yeah.
Also, right, you're supposed to have found your groove and then boom, take off to the moon. That's just not the case.
Yeah.
He's got the tools. He's got to do this. It's got to be mechanical. It's got to be mental or whatever like this. So now it's unfortunate, but he's got to go back and he's got to break it down, and it's got to start with his confidence. So do I think Spencer Torkelson will work hard and he's the most frustrated guy right now? Yes. Yeah. And it's more or less the pressure's got to him. The pressure's got to him, and I don't care how strong you are and not wanting it to. So this is more like a timeout, and I don't look at it like it's far from you can't.
Yeah,
you can't knock him out. What happens to most pitchers, right? So look at it like this. Let's pretend he's on the IR. Let's pretend he got hurt, right? So in the same way, he's back doing rehab or whatever like this. That he's out like Kerry Carpenter. If mentally you need that, because they're not quitting on him. And I think he can find himself, because I've seen it before.
I do agree. And Neal, real quick, what's Javi's biggest weakness, right? He swings at sliders way out of the zone, right?
Right.
What's more problematic, that or the fact that your 1-1 guy who is number 3, 4, 5 in your lineup can't square up a 93-mile-per-hour fastball, or he stands there looking at it most of the time?
I would say the Javi thing is way more pressing because of the damage it causes to the organization, especially with the ownership right now, where you're going to let it continue to fester and be a problem. Like, through it all, he's a draft pick. That there is no 150 million, there's no 98 million owed, there's none of that.
I get it. Javi's 30 though. He's going to be this way.
He's an old bum.
Right. So fix the glitch.
I hear you. And you're not wrong, but they're not going to do anything.
No, but I'll never get past that, KG. I'll never get past the fact that you can literally take any shortstop in MLB and you're better.
I hear
you're
you.
Literally. But then, I get this from Mike O. Neal, Torque can't hit or field. At least El Mago is able to perform a quick tag at second. Elite tagger.
It's the truth. And Torque, we didn't even mention that Torque is a
no, it's not a truth. Javi is a negative defender.
Here's the thing. The bigger, to Kenny's point, I believe the bigger hurt is Torque in your lineup, because Javi's consistent. Javi's swinging I saw a video of Javi swinging at 50 cents pitch.
Yeah,
you're out of but Javi is right. We always say, but he is what he is. Whatever you get out of him for whatever reason, there's a blank at shortstop, right? So the Torque thing to the production from the ineptitude for what a first baseman has to be in Major League Baseball for your team to be successful is absolutely atrocious.
Yeah.
Right? It's atrocious. You need somebody. What they said is what I believe, right, is that I don't care who it is, but somebody else has to be in this spot to see if they can square up 93-mile-an-hour fastballs, because this guy can't.
And let's be real, Javi can at least hit one every now and again. He can't. He doesn't do it all the time. I'm just saying. But
he does it less than 19 times out of 100.
But he's that's what it is. They're dying on the Javi Hill because of the money, and this is what this guy is. So you're going to work around and you're going to hope, right? Like, because somebody brought it up in the chat thread. With Javi and runners scoring, whatever, he should be pinch hitting.
Yeah.
But you're not going to pinch hit a $25 million player. So that's your hole there. You've said, okay, I'm going to suck right here, and I'm going to suck behind the plate and the bottom of the order, whatever. But you can't, in Major League Baseball, compete at all with a first baseman that has what?
That can't hit a fastball.
Or has 4 home runs?
Yeah.
That's a production. Like, you need somebody no matter what it is.
Torkelson had more home runs last year than Javi has ever hit as a Detroit
But it's not
Tiger.
about that. You're talking. But look, what
regressed.
Torkelson means. Torkelson's value to where the atrocious thing is you seeing Tork batting in front of Javi. Down at 6 or 7 or whatever. That's the biggest problem. Because I don't expect my expectations of Javi Baez are 0.
Yeah.
Right?
Yeah.
So why is it okay for him to be here then? I'm never going to get past
Because they're paying him the money and they won't buy him out. So the fact that they're paying him
then
says
you
they have
are
to
not a
play him.
serious franchise.
You never were.
Yeah, they might not be.
What are you talking about? I thought we made this fucking claim when they were rebuilding and they weren't.
I know,
add
but
it back.
D-Mac, it circles back to this. I'm owed this. I put too much time into it. And it's a treadmill right now. It's a hamster wheel. And I'm just going to circle back again and circle back again. And it's a me problem. I know that.
Yeah.
I know it's a me problem. But what would Javi Baez be like in Philadelphia or New York right now? What would it be like?
The same.
Bought out.
Or, bought out.
No, I'm talking about from the fans.
No, he would have been bought out by any other organization right now.
And he
if
would have
this
been
was a
booed,
Philly or a
like-
winning organization or championship one, they're $25 million. See ya, or whatever it is.
Yeah.
I believe.
Yeah.
You're
the
just
Mets,
not
absolutely.
there.
Yeah,
It's
they
just
would've bought him
that
out.
you're going to get the value out of the bad money that you've invested.
Little Chris knocking over them garbage cans.
And that's
All right.
what it all comes back
You know what's funny? Sometimes, timing lines up. Just got this alert. I told you guys I was at the Marlins game Friday night when I was down in Florida.
Shout out.
Absolutely. Beautiful stadium.
It looks great.
Yeah.
I would love to go there.
Beautiful stadium, by the way. The Miami Marlins, this literally just dropped. The Miami Marlins have cut Avisail Garcia.
Baby Miggy?
Yeah, Baby Miggy.
He is being designated for assignment per Jeff Passan of ESPN.
Bring him home.
Garcia, hold on. Garcia is still owed the rest of his $12 million salary this year, $12 million next year, $5 million buyout on a 2026 option after he signed a 4-year, $53 million contract with the Marlins. $24 million the Marlins are eating.
Yeah.
The Marlins.
I feel you.
Bring him home.
But Chris ain't that guy.
Hey, can somebody just address this? I don't even want to address it. Will you address this? Kat says, well, if Baez was on a good team, he'd be playing much better.
Oh.
Are you happy with yourself? You do, D-Mac, you do this shit all the time.
I love you, D-Mac.
And look at you right now. Look at you. Look at the look in your face.
I'm glad you back, man.
Because
You do this on
sometimes
purpose.
They just are you?
I know you do. You do it like you like to be like, hey, I'm D-Mac, 4-time Stanley Cup champion. Hey, hey.
Oh man, just when I think it couldn't get dumber.
Scored 50 goals in the OHL.
55.
Hey, I'm D-Mac.
Maltby had 50. I had 55.
Multiple 50 goal plus seasons. Hey, I'm D-Mac, 4-time Stanley Cup champion.
Do you believe that?
Stevie Y, Yzerplan. And then he does this shit, and everyone loves him, and no one knows this when he does this on purpose. You did that on purpose, and I'm not taking it.
Ken,
I'm not
you got
falling
anything
for
to
it.
say about that?
I do not. I'm
not falling
want
for
to
it.
comment here, Spenny? Right? But here's the thing. Oh my God, these good teams that if Javi Baez was the difference and they know that would happen, they would trade for him, right, Neal? That is the dumbest shit I've ever heard.
Yeah. So that's it. The Marlins are eating $24 million on Avisail Garcia.
Yeah.
Bring him home.
Spenny wants to bring him home.
Ain't no home here.
The chat is saying he's back. Garcia is back.
Baby Miggy, man.
Baby Miggy. 40 Gumbel. Neal. Avisail Garcia is back.
Yeah, he is.
He is absolutely back.
Stick says, say what you want about Garcia. When he was smashing teammates' wives, the Tigers were winning.
Exactly.
He's also kind of single-handedly the reason we lost the World Series.
Yeah.
Because Miggy got hurt keeping Prince Fielder from murdering him.
Yeah.
But hey.
Yeah.
Bring him home.
Bring him home. Whatever.
Wild.
But they're the Marlins.
I hear you.
$24 million to cut Garcia, and here we sit. We had a top 5 payroll.
That's little Chris.
I don't know how many times I got to play it for
Little
you.
Chris knocking over them garbage cans. I didn't want it to be like this too. Like I was excited to come back, and
Yeah, I thought you rid yourself of this, man. You Why you keep putting yourself through these mental gymnastics?
You guys did this to me. Because with the Torque stuff, people were like outraged, and they're like, "Oh, thank God they sent him down." And here we sit with Javi Baez, man, and no one cares.
But there's more hope for Torque, man. We're trying to figure out like the Chris Harris.
No,
comments.
but people were outraged at Torque, and they just allow Javi Baez in their lives.
There's a clock on Baez.
Yeah.
Right? There's a clock we have as fans on Baez that eventually, no matter what.
And we're just doing our prison time. That's it.
With
we're a product of the system.
We are sentenced.
You put
the day
clock
Alavila signed that man to a
into your
contract,
mouth.
we were sentenced.
Kenny, that is absolutely what it is.
Thank
We've
you.
accepted that sentence. With Torque, we think that there's parole. There's not a sentence now or whatever. He's actually innocent. We can fix him.
Right.
There is help. We're not there yet with him. Acceptance, Neal.
And then at this point, I don't know. It's getting kind of deep and long in the tooth with Torque as well, because you need to decide whether he's going to be a part of your future after this year. The way he's playing, do you want to trot him out for another year if he continues to play like this?
Right, but you sent him down to the minors, and at least there has been a track record of success in a Tigers uniform.
True,
unlike the other other guy.
You are not wrong, Neal.
The other
Once
guy.
again, you are not wrong.
That is single-handedly running your season into the ground.
I hear
back.
you.
Tell them about Premier Pet Supply.
Premier Pet Supply is hands down Michigan's best pet store. Same prices and all the conveniences. The online and big box retailers with one major difference. They're family and locally owned and operated for over 30 years. They got 60 brands of food with nutrition experts to help you. Same day, local curbside home delivery, Premier Pet Supply. Give your pet the best. www.premierpetsupply.com.
Yo, let me just say, I love Planet Fitness.
Try out Planet Fitness and dang, they got lots of equipment.
Not me getting a Planet Fitness membership just for the 24-hour perk.
Listen, the PF Black Card is worth every penny for this hydro massage. I'm a new man.
Did y'all know that the PF app has workouts you can do at home? Cheapest therapy I can find is Planet Fitness.
All the benefits, all for less. Planet Fitness, big fitness energy for all.
Congratulations to the real Coach of the Year, Motor City Dan Campbell.
Just put your head down and go to work. It's about to be fun, man. It's about to be fun.
Woodward Sports.
Come to any Lady Jane's Haircuts for Men and claim your throne for a king's treatment from one of our talented stylists. Open 7 days a week. Walk in anytime. Just get to a Lady Jane's today and receive a precision haircut, scalp massage, hot lather neck shave, and a hot towel treatment. A haircut should not be a chore. It should be an experience. And that's exactly what Lady Jane's has to offer. Open 7 days a week. Walk-ins are always welcome. There's always a location near you. Lady Jane's Haircuts for Men. It's wicked awesome.
Hey guys, tired of the same old Detroit sports merchandise? We got you covered. Are you a Brad Holmes guy? Get the Brad Holmes guy t-shirt. We have any movement on the Boo Them Kids shirt?
Yes, there is movement. It should be up there.
Is it Bowel?
No, it's not Bowel. It is Boo Them Kids movement, and it's being moved to the front of the list here.
Is it?
Yes.
When can we launch?
I cannot say yet.
Shop.woodwardsports.com. Boo Them Kids coming soon, I'm told.
Right.
So just look. Yeah, we got a new Red Wings line, and yeah, we got the Brad Holmes and the Jack Campbell meat missile shirt that Spencer Raxter created.
Oh, yeah.
But all the marketing efforts are going on the Boo Them Kids shirt.
You damn right.
Because that's what we do in Detroit. We boo children. I was told that.
Clearly, Spenny booed kids this morning.
Yeah, he booed kids this morning, and they were on a bus and couldn't hear him.
Yep.
And Spenny did it for his own personal gain, because that's what we do here, boo them kids. For Sunday Night Football, Lions-Rams. I was told we boo kids. Shop.woodwardsports.com.
Boo the kids.
Boo them kids. All right, keeping it pushing, everybody. We'll be joined by Dr. Jeff Pierce coming up in just a little bit. And because I do want to talk about the Kerry Carpenter situation. And we will, because it sounds scary as hell. And D-Mac, again, through all this, they're still 500, which is wild. But, you know, it does. That's the frustrating part.
Here's what you brought up.
Pisses me off more.
No, at least, hey, guys, we've taken that next step that we're in Major League Baseball's wild card bonanza 5-team, whatever like that. That's new, Kenny.
Yeah.
I mean, technically you're competing for something the league is set up or whatever else. It's just, it comes down to the disappointment of, somebody said in the chat, right? Pitching's been so good. right?
Yeah.
For the most.
the most
I
part.
mean, I know that we talk about Chafin. You had a big win the other day, or big hold, whatever like this. But for the most part, especially the starting pitching, do you have a problem with what they've done?
No.
No,
Not at all.
Exactly, right? So going into the season, this was sort of what we expected out of the pitch and the bullpen and stuff like this.
Yeah.
But we also expected the hitting and guys to be better because we're hitting. What would you say? What are we a hitting team? I don't know what we rank in the league or whatever, but bottom of the league.
Towards the bottom.
You got
Towards the bottom of the league, right? If you were in the middle of the league, how many more wins would that be? Right? So we expected more, and then you didn't spend money, and then we got this guy and that guy and whatever like this. Now we have injuries. Now it's plug and play. There are some bright spots. You know, the Perez's, you're seeing guys that are coming up and playing different, but it's just frustrating because of what could have been. Right? I don't expect with the way Cleveland's playing to be at the top of the division, but you could have been better because it's more or less we're beating ourselves. Right, than other teams are beating us by more or less lack of run support.
No, absolutely. I did want to touch on this before we move on to the Justin Jefferson thing. You guys, has anybody been talking about this Caitlin Clark thing?
Man,
that's going on.
I did a whole spiel on Waco Woodward, but I don't even want to get into it no more. Some people
talked about it yesterday.
Can't handle the truth. So.
This is wild, D-Mac. Have you
please speak some sense
right,
to these
so
people, Neal.
is it? Did you see the Charles Barkley? Are we more on Charles? Is that what you're saying about like what angle are you coming at this from?
For me, and this is a lot of there is a Tiger Woods effect to what Caitlin Clark's done for the WNBA.
100%.
There is.
Yeah.
There is.
Yeah.
There just is.
But are you in agreement that we should just roll out the red carpet for her? We should change the rules.
You're not
Nobody
talking
can touch
talent.
her.
You're not talking talent. You're talking
impact.
Dollars.
Yes.
You're talking impact from what do we hear the most? Oh, they're flying private now.
I've never seen a more coddled professional athlete in my entire life.
And she's been in the league 2 weeks.
No doubt.
It's crazy.
Yeah.
No doubt. But the bottom line is this. Like, I know that everybody can get tough on her and stuff like that. And D-Mac, this is where I lean on you. And you played through the Sidney Crosby era, right? How was Crosby? Because Crosby was next, right? He was going to be the league savior. And I know it was him and Ovechkin, that kind of came in together. But Crosby was it. How did you guys handle that? Because this is where I need the locker room perspective.
So what if with the next chosen one or whatever? No, if you're on the other teams or whatever, and you're playing as hard as it. There's nothing.
I'm saying though, do you have a little extra for Sidney Crosby or for whoever the chosen one is?
Yeah,
you got
it's
a
just
little
like
extra
the
for him,
Bedards.
right?
It's just like the McDavids. It's just like the best of the best, just like other teams did for Sergei and stuff like this when it's a game changer and the hype and notoriety. But girls are competing and what is I don't even understand what are we talking about here? Are we talking about the way she's treated, the way that she's acting, the way that welcome to the league.
Yes.
This is more like coming to the NHL 30 years ago, 25 years ago, or the NBA. You get treated like a rookie. You are the chosen one in the whatever like this. This is for her team. I like the fact that her coach, whatever is trying to help by video, whatever it is. You got to protect your player. Your teammate got to protect you.
Yes.
Whatever. You got to get mad that Angel Reese's elbowing or the girl takes him. Dude, welcome to the league.
Yep.
This is what it's all about. There's no cajoling. So make it tougher. Ask Wayne Gretzky.
And she's been
Wayne Gretzky
hard.
comes in the NHL as a freaking 18-year-old or whatever, and they try to kill him. So they put people around him so he doesn't get killed like me.
Yeah.
So I think it's more of a team thing. I think that it's,
I just hate the national media narrative of, oh my God, look at how they're treating her. Don't touch her. This is the worst thing that has ever happened to anybody in the history of sports. Get over it. She's not a saint. She plays a little dirty too. That's how the WNBA is.
Yeah.
You chirp, they throw bows, they play physical. It's not like she's just out there walking on daisies and these girls are hitting her out of nowhere. If you look, the last one where the girl body checked her, You go 2 plays before that, Caitlin Clark elbowed her in the face. Like, it's going to happen.
And chirped her all the way down the floor. Like, I think it's maturation of a star.
Yes.
Right? And you're getting pushed around, so you're taking cheap shots. You want to use the Sidney Crosby analogy, right? Took him, we used to call him Sidney Crosby because he was a crybaby. Stuff like this.
Running
but the
behind
fact is that he turned into and when he was the face, you wouldn't be prouder of what a professional he is. And I even got later on in his career would be upset watching the abuse that he would take. But that's on his teammates and to come around. So to me, I think it's entertaining. It draws views and, it's a spark and stuff like this. But you got to remember, these are professional athletes that take pride in their job too. So when they face Caitlin Clark, it's a showdown. It's like playing the Wings back in the day. Everybody's up for you. Everybody knows because it's probably a national TV game. People are getting to see you. You want to show out, but you're not going to. It's sort of like the old playground mentality. You got to earn it.
And no, go ahead.
No, KG.
Yeah, but
please.
no, and you can't change the rules when she hasn't proven anything yet. A lot of people want to bring up Michael Jordan. He was an established star when they started doing the Jordan rules. LeBron had to go through his lumps early in his career before he was crowned. Once he started getting calls, he was the face of the league for more than 10 plus years. Like, this is something she has to go through. But the fact that people are saying, like, it's a racist act and all this just nonsense, like she's never been hard picked before in her life, is ridiculous.
I got a question. Is she complaining?
No.
So fucking
she would even agree with us.
So then, right there, that's the bottom line. Because I don't see, she's not complaining. She's going out and playing and put in a tougher spot. And if the way the media covers or whatever like this, oh, woe is me, to go to the player. She's not doing it. So it's something to watch.
See, here's the thing, and this kind of backs up. You guys remember when we were talking about this and there was like some kind of the outrage about her salary. And I said, well, she's going to sign a $28 million deal with Nike. And the same people that are mad about her salary, I don't want to hear it when her shoes are $175 and your daughter wants them.
Yeah.
Because this is how this works, everybody. This is also how this works. Like for everybody that's talking about, well, the differences of the WNBA and the NBA, this is how this works as well. There is a period that you go through, that every athlete goes through. Michael Jordan knows it very, very well.
Damn right.
And he knows it that the Pistons helped shape his career. Part of the reason he had the success he did is because of the Detroit Pistons.
Thank you.
And what the Pistons did to him. And remember, Isaiah Thomas, it wasn't much for him to play against Michael Jordan. I know time and history has forgotten that, but that is a fact. He beat the man regularly, and they physically punished him. You will go through this, as D-Mac, you said. I think people are forgetting that this is professional sport. And why I love professional sports, D-Mac, is there's no bullshit to it. What is the goal? Money. What are you playing for? Money. Why do the owners own teams? Money. And everyone knows it walking in. Everybody. Your money as the player. The owner's money. The coach's money. My money as a broadcaster. Your money as a fan. It's all about money.
And real quick, right? Because, and I'm sorry I went by the chat, but whoever brought it up, that she said Caitlin Clark is complaining. She's top 3 in technicals, right? That I meant complaining in the media, off the court, stuff like that. That's on the court. So you know what? That just shows if she's taking technicals and chirping and stuff like that, she's trying to find her way. Trying to earn her
this ain't
respect.
college
And
no
that,
more.
to me, is going
college.
about it, because what happens inside the court, on the field, in the arena, whatever like that, is different. My point was, she's not complaining in the media. She's just going about her business, right?
Yeah.
So.
This was always going to be part of it. I guess that's the moral of my story.
I'll watch the Cameron Brink game any day of the week, I'll tell you that.
Damn.
Yeah.
Spenny's down bad for Cameron
I
Brink.
am
Low
absolutely
Pay the
down
over,
bad.
though. Ironically enough, the over on a Spenny Cameron Brink reset, the over hit. I figured that was going to be in there the first 2 minutes of the second.
I am absolutely down bad on Cameron Brink.
I know you are. I'm stunned, Spenny.
She's fine.
Good job for admitting this, man.
Amazon Slayer.
Oh, yeah, no doubt. No shame here.
What was your favorite fit? The teacher?
The teacher one, yeah.
With the glasses?
Yeah, oh yeah. I would raise her kids. I would have dinner for her. I would have dinner for her ready after every
you got
single
the dad
game.
uniform from this weekend, too. You can throw her that one.
Hot dinners, hot meals ready for her after every single game. Oh,
Trash, take it out.
Yeah.
Oh, no.
She could cheat on me when she's, at away games.
Yeah.
That's fine.
I want to fold clothes for you.
Yeah.
As long as the car will be vacuumed.
Car will be vacuumed. Yeah, everything will be good. Bed will be made.
All right. We're going to talk about Kerry Carpenter with Dr. Pierce in a minute. On the other side of that, the Justin Jefferson contract stuff that I promised you as well. We're live at the Planet Fitness Studios. I was just there this morning. Warren, Spencer's stomping grounds. That's right. And you guys know what it is with Planet Fitness. Take advantage of the high school summer pass. You got kids? After you get done booing them, tell them they can go to planetfitness.com and they can join Planet Fitness all summer long for $0, ages 14 to 19, all summer long. Go into Planet Fitness, any of the Planet Fitnesses, or go to planetfitness.com. Planet Fitness, making the gym accessible to teenagers over the summer. You can get your work in and do it up. And props to Planet Fitness for hooking this up in the communities as well. Go to planetfitness.com. It's Planet Fitness, Darren McCarty.
Planet Fitness, where your fitness is essential.
Drive into summer and drive into savings during Feldman Chevrolet's biggest Memorial Day sale ever. We're stocked with new Chevy cars, trucks, and SUVs, all priced to move. Like this 2024 Silverado for only $217 a month, or this 2024 Equinox for as low as $199 a month. Find your freedom in a Feldman at the Memorial Day sale going on now at Feldman Chevrolet, Michigan's #1 Chevy dealer.
Braylon Edwards here, Premier Pet Supply. Man, just looking around, who's got it better than pets? Come on, a baby stroller for Coda? A chef for Lola, really? You don't have to tell me who the real boss here is. Who's got it better than pets? Nobody, especially here at Premier Pet Supply. For over 30 years and more than 13 locations, Premier Pet Supply has everything that your pet can dream of, and guess what? It's all under one roof. Premier Pet Supply, family owned, operated, and proud to call Metro Detroit home. Check out premierpetsupply.com or scan the QR code today. Who's got it better than pets?
Nobody!
Visit Dispo Dispensary today for deals too good to miss. Meet a team that curates an unbelievable atmosphere and shopping experience. Try the freshest inventory from Michigan's largest variety of products. Come through our stores or order on Dispo Dash today. Dispo Dispensary, disposhops.com. Your local cannabis plug.
All right, pulling up hour number 2, Woodward Sports Network. Neal Ruhl, Darren McCarty back in the fold. Happy to have you all with us as well. KG, intern Justin, Spencer Raxter also. But right now, as we are every Tuesday, we're joined by the Woodward Sports Injury Insider. That is right, Dr. Jeff Pierce, the medical director of the Michigan Sports and Spine Center. You can hear him here Tuesdays on Big D Energy, Thursdays with Ermanni and Edwards, and his appearance brought to you by MRI of Southfield, featuring the most advanced imaging and maximum patient comfort for over 20 years. MRI of Southfield.com. Dr. Pierce, appreciate your time. And look, I thought of you right away. When it's becoming that way, I guess. No, but I thought of you right away. Tigers announced that Kerry Carpenter was going to the disabled list. And when I heard it initially, I thought, okay, maybe it's something that was going on. But then they kind of amended what they said, a lumbar spine stress fracture in his lower back. And Dr. Pierce, I was like, is it over? Because that sounds awful.
I mean, it does sound awful. So when people hear fracture, it's like a whole different degree, right? It went from inflammation to a strain to a fracture. And that's imaging. So to understand the low back, there's 5 segments of the low back, right? We go L1. Everybody thinks it's L1. Stands for lumbar, which you've already mentioned. So what goes on is there's multiple areas of we call joints or facets or areas where everything moves together. Okay, so if he has a stress fracture, which people like, you hear about spondies, right? Spondee means the shifting of the bones. Is it just a shifting? Is it a fracture that creates the shifting? So there's a lot to it. When you say stress fracture, I'm thinking a 26-year-old kid with no trauma, nothing else going on. I'm not thinking it's going to be something severe. But definitely not career-ending. It's that whole rest and see, which is the bad part of the recovery. There's not like, we don't have a secret sauce to make it heal better. It's still bone that needs to heal. So there's that physiology of it, right? We talk about fractures need 6 months to truly heal. We've talked about that before. In this case, it's not really the full 6 months. If he has a stress fracture, which I'm assuming is a non-displaced fracture, because they would have said that, which is more minimal. You have a displaced fracture, now you're more involved, you're more concerned. That's like, are we going to put him in a solid brace? When I talked about my hockey player for Cranbrook that stood on his head to win the state championship, he had something similar. And it got worse and worse and worse because it wasn't addressed. We had to put him in a rigid brace. So we'll see if Carpenter gets into a rigid brace. It'd probably be the most aggressive, conservative thing to do. But at this point, it's probably recommended that he get, it's literally like a casting brace for him.
D-Mac.
What is the bet? Obviously, we're just speculating because we don't know, right? Exactly. Right. Is this something that like rest, relaxation, or is the worst thing? What happens if we hear he's got to go under the knife? What does that mean? This isn't
something. Well, I doubt it because it would be more than that. A little stress fracture we allow to heal.
Okay.
Sometimes we use some of the biologics to speed that healing up. There's talk about, again, the secret sauce of the peptides and the exosomes, which are proving to increase the healing rates on these things. I don't know where the Tigers doctors are at with those kind of philosophies because it's still considered outside the norm. And it's a gray area right now. A lot of people, like I just, not to switch subjects, but I just got a call from California with one of the Hollywood insiders, and that's exactly what we were talking about. He had a thing with his neck. We're now treating him with this secret sauce that will advance him to, he's filming. These guys have a different play day, right? He's got to film for 4 weeks straight. 12 to 20 hours a day.
The money's already tied up. The studios are rented. Right. All the equipment, everything. The job's got to get done.
Yeah, you can't tell me your neck hurts today. I don't have another man up to fill you in.
Right.
So it's kind of like a different. Like you think of these guys, like, oh, we'll just take a day off. Things like that. But getting back to Carpenter, I mean, more will show up in the next couple days, couple weeks. But it's like imaging, like we talked about MRI. That's really where it comes down to. And for people that don't have a Tigers, not shifting to MRI Southfield, but there's places that are out there that won't pick up stress fractures because it's not slicing as many times. Sometimes when you hear, I'm getting a quick image or I'm getting something like that, it's not as good. Being an everyday person, you might be missing stress fractures like this because you're getting poor imaging. I just had a beef with one of the insurance companies that I have a sports hernia.
Oh, that's a shocker.
Yeah. And I'm really, because I wanted to get this out. I actually tracked this myself, but I'm dealing with a guy with a 4-year history of an injury that's been missed, and he's irritating it, and it's a pseudo sports hernia. So I'm ordering a very detailed type of MRI with multiple slices to see it, and then the insurance company's telling me they denied it and they ordered a CT scan. The CT scan will tell you absolutely nothing. Right? Actually, in a fracture, it'll tell you a little bit more. But an MRI in that case, so it'll come back that the CT is normal. I'm sorry, I'm going off on this.
No.
The CT is normal, and then they're going to tell me there's nothing wrong with him, and then he's going to continue on. So it's the insurance company who's dictating a little bit too much these days. At least respect my, 25 plus years
in the game,
of intelligence, and I'll fight for that patient. But like other people out in the world, our listeners, you're at the mercy of some of this stuff, which is it's just going down the wrong rabbit hole. as far as I'm concerned.
No, I'm sure they would agree with you. Talk about Dr. Jeff Pierce here, our Woodward Sports Injury Insider, discussing the Kerry Carpenter situation. What about this? Honolulu BS. Dr. Pierce, will his back ever heal while he's literally carrying the entire team on his back? I blame Torque and Javi. What's their role? I'm kidding.
Yeah.
He can't get hurt from carrying the team on his back, right? Because he was.
I know he's trying to be facetious, but, indirectly, yeah. You put more stress on yourself. You play more.
That's a good
point. Are you
point.
more uptight? Is your body relaxed? Are you in a rhythm? Do you feel like, I do have to carry the team. I do have to play through something. This thing didn't happen overnight. This might have been lingering for a couple of days because these guys are tough. I got some backache, some strain, things like that. There's probably a lot more to the story when you start taking the history of it. But yeah, as far as carrying the rest of the team, the Tigers are a little bit unique that way, but
a little light offensive.
But it does put more strain on your body and more. I know he's trying to be funny, but yes, in the big picture,
there is something to it. Okay,
there is something to it. It depends on what mentality is. If he's like and he's a nice kid. The kid's religious. He's thanking God all the time, and
he's a big Woodward guy too. He's
a big Woodward guy too. So shout out. But I think he is that type to not say that's his job. This is my job. I think he does. I'm going to do everything I can to let this team win. So he probably does put a little bit more on his back. So that's trying to be funny and punful, but punful, is that a word?
I don't think so. I think I think you just made it up.
We're going to coin that for being punful.
Is it tougher because it's baseball too? In that you literally play every single day, where even if DMAC, like for you with hockey, like you get a day, 2 days, sometimes 3 days, but this piles on top of each other game by game by game. And again, going back to Honolulu's comment on there, he was shouldering the load, and we saw it last night. Boom, they scored 2 runs. Now, luckily they won. But does it change? I don't want to say does it change recovery because the recovery is the recovery, but does it change the perspective, I guess, because you are playing every single day?
Well, yeah, that absolutely, because it's rotations. We talk about pure injuries. We talk about rotation. 26-year-olds, he should have enough rotation. Something happened, but his recovery is going to be his recovery. He's not coming back prematurely. He's going to have imaging. There's ways to treat him to advance it, but still, there's physiology of healing. We always talk about the 6 month is the bone pure healing. There is processes, there is ligaments, there is, small nerves and discs when you're talking the lumbar region, which can affect his hip, his back, his mechanics, right? So we talked about, even Brady brought up, what about his rotation when you're swinging? What's that going to do? That's a big deal because it's a rotational sport. For you to swing, it's a rotational sport. In golf or swimming, you can kind of do a little bit more of a leg roll where the segments kind of move together. But for batting, for turning on the ball and exploding, that's an explosive moment, and the lumbar is a big part of that.
DMAC, I'm terrified, man. For real.
Yeah, it's not optimal. You lose your best hitter, and then your 1-1 goes down, and you are what you are, but I think the biggest thing though is not to rush him back, right, Doc? With this, give him as much time as he needs. Is this one thing that if he pushes it could hinder him throughout?
Oh yeah.
Like down the road, it could be one of these nagging injuries.
Yeah, he's young enough. He'll build up the muscle around it. He'll be a as good or a better player. Like I always say, some of these injuries, we see the glass half full that he's going to be a better, more well-rounded player. This is in our wheelhouse. We'd love to put our 2 cents in on this, with some of the stuff that's being done from the biologics.
And that's one of the questions that somebody has. And again, you're not doing it, so you don't know, but kind of like a guesstimate of Alan W. says, Dr. Pierce, could you give a possible timeline for how long maybe he could be out with this injury? You don't know the degree, so that's kind of a tough ask. But at the same time, I'm not getting a good feeling here.
Yeah,
not.
This isn't a 1 to 2 week thing. If it's a pure stress fracture that has any involvement in the major part of the bone, then it's it's no less than 2 weeks.
Do we have another example of somebody who's had this in the past? Maybe a baseball player that's gone through this.
Yeah,
I don't remember. Like, this is not the baseball injury that it's like, wait, because I'm thinking around, and I'm sure that Jesus, if you looked, online and stuff like this, but this is one. Is this like sort of an injury in baseball and whatever that as a doctor you're like the alarm goes off a little bit more, like we got to pay more special attention to this because it is a little bit different?
Well, you remember Cronwell?
Yeah.
Remember Cronwell had those compression fractures in his spine, and I got all upset after the second one, and I'm like, the first one he had a terrible injury. He got checked and taken out with trauma. The second one was a little bit weird. So then we pushed heavily for bone density scans. We wanted to find out that he didn't have any pathology behind it, because you shouldn't be fracturing at 26 years old without trauma. So I don't want to open that can of worms, but then we did with Cronwell. We found out he was, I can't remember, I think he was just slightly deficient. We were overreading it, but it was just 2 bad incidences. But he was out for, he was out for a long period of time. But those were compression fractures. This is a stress fracture, which I'm hoping is just in the right spot. There's the foramen, there's the joint basically where it hooks together, where it's most common, where you see it, where versus like the spinous process, like everything kind of. We should have some anatomy here, but maybe I'll bring it for next week.
You have one of those skeletons like back in school?
I do. We've actually used it on the show before. But we'll have to have one here as standard these days.
Jesus did some great research. Devin Williams, the closer for the Milwaukee Brewers, has been out 3 months with a back stress fracture. Now, that's a pitcher 2 rotation. So, I mean,
throws a most devastating sweeper pitch I've ever seen in my life. Too.
So, right? So, like, is this, and it's almost like, do we put it in the back burner that, hey, this is the new Tommy John? Is it?
No, it's
the stress fracture?
No,
we're not there yet. But Dr. Pierce,
but it is. It's a time of healing, and you can't push it. He's got to feel strong. 1, he's got to heal. 2, he's got to get back, build up the muscle around it. He's got to get back into baseball shape. So this is not. If it's one of these other things, other than like a little stress fracture after a spinous process or the transverse process, which is all the anatomy stuff, then we're more concerned. If it's in the anatomy where the joint is, then we're much more concerned. It's going to be more timing.
Oh, Dr. Pierce, appreciate your time every week, my friend. Wish it was under better pretenses this time.
Yeah, no goofing around today. Huh?
No, absolutely. Appreciate the time with our Woodward Sports Injury Insider, Dr. Jeff Pierce, medical director of the Michigan Sports and Spine Center. Catch him here every Tuesday on Big D Energy, every Thursday with Ermanni and Edwards. And he's brought to you by MRI of Southfield. Go to MRIofSouthfield.com. The most advanced imaging and maximum patient comfort for over 20 years. But again, wish we had some better news on that. We do not tell them about Swiss Insurance.
Absolutely. Now more than ever, it is critical for you to have your insurance reviewed. Swiss Insurance will make sure your carrier is not slipping in extra fees. Call Market Swiss Insurance today, 313-530-1698 or SwissINS.com.
Yo, let me just say, I love Planet Fitness.
Trying out Planet Fitness and dang, they got lots of equipment.
Not me getting a Planet Fitness membership just for the 24-hour perk.
Listen, the PF Black Card is worth every penny for this hydro massage. I'm a new man.
Did y'all know that the PF app has workouts you can do at home? Cheapest therapy I can find is Planet Fitness.
All the benefits, all for less. Planet Fitness, big fitness energy for all.
A ton of fun, a ton of sports, and a ton of man meat. Welcome to the Woodward Heavyweights, live daily 5 to 7 p.m. on Woodward Sports. Love Woodward Sports? Love wearing clothes? Then you should be wearing Woodward Sports clothes. Check out our full line of merch at woodwardsports.com. Just click on shop. We have all your favorite designs, like Dan Campbell kneecaps, Woodward golf, and of course, our own logoed out merchandise. Men, women, infants, kids, all love Woodward Sports. Impress your friends. Impress your boss. Impress your dog. Buy Woodward Sports merch today.
Drive into summer and drive into savings during Feldman Chevrolet's biggest Memorial Day sale ever. We're stocked with new Chevy cars, trucks, and SUVs, all priced to move. Like this 2024 Silverado for only $217 a month. Or this 2024 Equinox for as low as $199 a month. Find your freedom in a Feldman at the Memorial Day sale going on now at Feldman Chevrolet, Michigan's #1 Chevy dealer.
What happens when you run a great business for over 50 years? Well, you expand and you offer more products to more people. This is exactly what Les Stanford did by adding Les Stanford Buick GMC, the same great service that customers have come to know and trust on Woodward Ave, just south of 9 Mile. Check out Les Stanford at Dearborn today at lesstanford.com. Les Stanford Chevrolet, together. Let's drive.
All right, we're keeping it pushing, everybody. Big D Energy, Woodward Sports Network, Neal Ruhl, Darren McCarty, intern Justin, KG, Spencer Raxter, all of you. You know the players.
I have an update.
What's that?
I have an update.
You have an update.
Just found out.
I don't like this information that we're unearthing right now.
Well, it is. Oh, I wasn't going to bring up that update because Juice is obviously doing great work as he does.
Yeah.
David Wright, third baseman, captain for the Mets, the back injury, stress fractures, what he had to retire from. That wasn't my breaking news. My breaking news was, Neal, did you realize that 16 years ago today I lifted my 4th Stanley Cup?
Hey, I did not know that.
Yeah, happy,
Shout out.
Happy 08. There it is. Red Rain, baby.
Yes, sir.
Man, what
First
an
European captain to raise a cup right there. Nick Lidstrom.
what an electric time, man.
You know it's official when you got the free press cover.
Yeah.
You know it's official.
Got those in those plates too. That's the best part.
Framed,
We all got a bunch of those plates. So
You said 08, right?
What's that?
You said 08?
08, yeah.
Yeah, first championship in Detroit, I remember. Fun fact.
Game.
First champ.
That I remember as a kid.
Oh, that you remember.
Yeah.
Well, yeah, because you're a friggin' baby, dude. You're a fucking baby, bro. But that's good. That's good. But you remember it back. So, yeah, good times.
No.
Hard to believe it's 16 years ago.
Yeah.
And that is wild, man.
Yeah.
Probably more wild for you.
It was a simpler time.
Facts.
It was a much simpler time, everybody. No, a lot of people have asked, so I did want to get into this too. The Justin Jefferson deal.
Oh, yeah.
And old Vikings fans were hitting me up on social media. Just, Neal, what do you think about it? I think that there's two schools of thought that go into this. And I was listening to the Spot Track podcast. Michael Giannetti, you know, who I have a ton of respect for. Mm-hmm. He was the OG in this game. I think he's the most elite at it. He's not on some bullshit either. Like when the contracts drop, he's not sending tweets out. He does this weird thing where he like waits for the details.
Oh, wow.
It's really wild.
It's a lost start.
It's really new what he's trying to do. So just have a ton of respect for him. Was listening to his podcast, kind of get his take, kind of form some opinions on it and everything. But for the numbers, everybody knows the deal by this time. 4 years, $140 million contract extension. He will play out the last year of his rookie deal, but he is signed, he is sealed. He's delivered $110 million guaranteed in the deal. And, you know, his average salary, he's the highest paid AAV non-quarterback in the National Football League in the history of the game. And that's not surprising. Yeah. You knew that this was coming to this.
35 per, right?
Yep, 35 per. So my guess is that the holdup in getting this done was the guarantee, because that's a large portion guaranteed. And my guess would be, and again, this is just my opinion on what I think it was going back and forth. He wanted more guaranteed. The Vikings probably wanted to be less guaranteed. He would say, all right, well, we got to go higher. And then he'd say, all right, well, then we got to go lower. And, you know, you just you end up meeting in the middle. And there they are. And again, so, you know, pretty rock solid as it's going to be. $37 million signing bonus for Justin Jefferson as well. And yeah, you know, he's the highest paid player in the game. That's not a quarterback. It's not surprising. You knew this had to get done. He had the Vikings over a barrel. And again, this is going to seem very refined right here, because I know what the Vikings fans are going to say, because like we live in this society. See, he got more than Amon-Ra. He was never not going to get more than Amon-Ra. He was never not. My whole thing comes back to this. And you look at the deals, right, dollar for dollar, with Amon-Ra at 4 at 120 and Justin Jefferson with 4 at 140. That's obviously a $20 million difference, right?
Mm-hmm.
So someone that's better than math at percent, what is that, a 15% difference, right? Anybody want to double check that math on me? Roughly a 15% difference between 140 and 120.
That sounds right.
Sounds about right?
Yeah.
We can go there.
Ballpark.
I'm sure the chat, well, I'll give the chat a couple more seconds to catch up with it. Alan W., didn't St. Brown only get like $75 million guaranteed? Yeah, his guaranteed was $77 million. So, again, like the kind of hang-up was, what are we going to do? What is it going to look like in terms of the guaranteed money? And Honolulu BS has a question that we're going to get to, that we are going to get to, because I think it's very, very important. Yeah. But anyway, the moral of the story is this. For me, Amon-Ra St. Brown, I have a higher opinion of Amon-Ra St. Brown than some Vikings fans do, than maybe Brandon Katz does. I think he's as elite as anybody else in the game.
Yep.
It's not as sexy what he does. You don't see it on NFL primetime and stuff like that. But it doesn't mean that he's not as good.
Value to your team.
Value to your team. And Vikings fans, listen. Get the shit out of your ears here and listen for a second, all right? When I talk about Amon-Ra St. Brown and Justin Jefferson, I talk about value to the team. I talk about the guy in the locker room. And oh, by the way, he costs you about 15% less than Justin Jefferson and is capable of doing anything he does. That's where I'm at with it. That's why I still value Amon-Ra St. Brown more. The total package, everyone. I know you want to get cut up in your linears and say, well, you got 140. Amon-Ra got 120. I don't care about that shit. I care about it wasn't an issue with St. Brown. I care about the locker room's not an issue with St. Brown. I care about he doesn't have a rookie that we don't know if it's any good throwing to him. And if it doesn't go his way, I don't have to look at Amon-Ra St. Brown pouting on the sidelines and shit like that, like I've seen with Justin Jefferson. So I like my guy that my team got, and I think we're just fine. And hey, the bottom line of it is you're married to J.J. McCarthy now, who has never played a down in the National Football League. That's the story, D-Mac.
Well, I mean, to me, it's also, too, where I look at it, because it's Detroit also setting the precedence to get in early with their contracts so that it pushes every other signing up, right? It costs them money. What were we talking about yesterday? What is, not next year, but the year after, when this contract goes into effect, what are...
It's not awful. Like, it's not awful.
Okay,
I expect it, like, in terms of cap percentage, I think he's going to be around 15% of the cap at its high end. So they're married. No one's talking about this. They are married to J.J. McCarthy.
That have to well, there you go, too, right? Because they have to be with the rookie on the rookie contract and stuff. And this is Vikings' belief in him, right? So we're going to see. Yeah, is Jefferson elite? I just like the fact that Brad Holmes, to me, it's not only getting your guys, but getting them at a deal that works for your team, and it sets a precedence for everybody else to play catch up around the league, where we know that contracts will go up, whether it's the quarterback signing or receiver signing or whatever else. You just got to look at your team and go, do I have the best guys for the job on my team? Absolutely. To me, it's not even Amon-Ra St. Brown and Jefferson are two absolutely different players. It's like comparing Steve Yzerman and Sergei Fedorov, right? Or Henrik Zetterberg and Pavel Datsyuk. Different players, just as elite, right? The production, I compared Jameson Williams more of the expectation getting into the Justin Jefferson role. But for what we need for a guy here, a leader, our receiver, the Detroit Lions #1 guy, is a guy that is, lack of a better term, like the city, in the dirt, in the grime.
And
inside.
that is it, D-Mac.
That's your leader.
And that is it. And it all boils down to this. I know about Amon-Ra St. Brown. I know he wants to win. That's what he's about. That's what the core of this team is about. You can tell it. You can tell by the way he handles his business, how he shows up for work. I have to wonder that about Justin Jefferson. I have to wonder if he wants to win. I have to wonder if it's about him or if it's about the Vikings winning. And all I'm doing is going off of body language and things I see. It's all open for you guys to take a look at, too. I'm going off of what I know with St. Brown. I don't know with Justin Jefferson. And I'm not comfortable with a $140 million gamble on a guy that I don't know if he wants to win. Sorry. That's my reality I live in. All right, let's take a break. Get back to it. Let's talk about the morning show, everybody. You guys know what it is. Wake Up Woodward, the Woo Crew, Kool-Aid, Flannel Sam, Broder, KG, JB Smooth as well. Mornings 8 to 10 a.m. right here on the Woodward Sports Network, on the Woodward Sports YouTube channel. The #1 sports network in the state of Michigan. The #1 sports network in the state of Michigan.
One more time.
The #1 sports network in the state of Michigan. Guys, I'm just telling you what is.
Come to any Lady Jane's Haircuts for Men and claim your throne for a king's treatment from one of our talented stylists. Open 7 days a week. Walk in anytime. Just get to a Lady Jane's today and receive a precision haircut, scalp massage, hot lather neck shave, and a hot towel treatment. A haircut should not be a chore. It should be an experience. And that's exactly what Lady Jane's has to offer. Open 7 days a week. Walk-ins are always welcome. There's always a location near you. Lady Jane's Haircuts for Men. It's wicked awesome.
Braylon Edwards here, Premier Pet Supply. Man, just looking around, who's got it better than pets? Come on, a baby stroller for Coda? A chef for Lola? Really? You don't have to tell me who the real boss here is. Who's got it better than pets? Nobody, especially here at Premier Pet Supply. For over 30 years and more than 13 locations, Premier Pet Supply has everything that your pet can dream of, and guess what? It's all under one roof. Premier Pet Supply, family owned, operated, and proud to call Metro Detroit home. Check out premierpetsupply.com or scan the QR code today. Who's got it better than pets?
Nobody!
What's up, everybody? You just heard from the Woodward Sports Injury Insider, Dr. Jeff Pierce, the medical director for the Michigan Sports and Spine Center, every Tuesday right here on Big D Energy. Every Thursday on The Big Show. That's right, Ermanni and Edwards, brought to you by MRI of Southfield, featuring the most advanced imaging and maximum patient comfort for over 20 years. MRI of Southfield.com. All right, we're keeping it pushing. We're talking Vikings. We're talking J.J. McCarthy, what his role is going to be, Justin Jefferson, his contract, the Amon-Ra St. Brown comps, all of it. Let me paint a picture for you guys. Let's just cut the shit and get into it, all right? Let's just cut the shit and get into it. Grom at 0237. Neal has a J.J. McCarthy shrine next to his most prized possession, the two furnaces. No, it's not that. Here's the deal, though, guys. They just made a $140 million wager on J.J. McCarthy and first-round draft capital. They are all in.
Yeah.
They are all in on an unknown. And you think you know. We think we know, but you don't know. And how is it when Aiden Hutchinson's chasing him from behind? Is it different then?
Yeah.
What's it like when DJ Reader sheds the block and he swallows up the middle of the field? It's a different, hopefully in the blackout visor with the black jerseys, by the way. Is it different then?
Yeah.
We gonna see. That's why I love pro sports. There is no escape. The answers will be here shortly.
Yeah.
Come fall. Right around the harvest moon time, we'll start to get answers. Look to the sky. But yeah, that's it. Let me paint a picture for you guys here, D-Mac. Minnesota Vikings 2026, right? That's a good time frame to take a look
I wanted
at.
to ask you this question.
2026, the Vikings look like this, where they have 20, we'll call it 30% of their cap tied up in Justin Jefferson at 13.5%, TJ Hawkinson at almost 7%, and 37-year-old safety Harrison Smith at 9%, $26.5 million of their cap. That's their cap numbers. That's what they look like.
But let Vikings fans tell it. They have all this cap space. We got killed on Wake Up Woodward the other day because I said that it could potentially handicap them going forward.
And they do. They do have some cap space.
Yeah.
But you are locked into J.J. McCarthy. You are sink or swim with J.J. McCarthy, even though Sam Darnold's going to start this year. Let me know how that's going to work for you guys, all right? I can't wait to see. I just don't know how it's going to play out. Can't wait. Should be so great, right? It should be. That's what their cap situation is. 30% of their cap is Justin Jefferson, a 37-year-old Harrison Smith, and T.J. Hawkinson in 2026. That's the reality, folks. I know the cap's not real.
Yeah.
I get told that all the time. Cap's not real. But D-Mac, those are the waters they're swimming in.
No, and absolutely. And it's just one of those things that you look at your team. Do you expect, right, and it was brought up in the chat, that was Nick Mullins throwing to Justin Jefferson last year. I mean, he is elite talented. Do I think J.J. McCarthy, there'll be some growing pains along the way? It's just the fact that there's the big thing you bring up is Justin Jefferson bought in? Right? I would think at $140 million, you're bought in regardless of what it is. There's going to be growing pains, but I would expect J.J. McCarthy can find a way. Here's the one thing, though, right, Neal, when we go back to, and this ain't bashing anything, that deep ball that we've heard about that he wasn't allowed to unleash very much at Michigan because of the way the offense is run, well, we'll find out if he's got that in his bag. So looking at what Minnesota, like if you're a Minnesota fan, I think you have to be excited. But in the end, you know, what does it matter? I like the fact that other teams, and I brought up the salary cap, and you said, no, they did a good job. But the fact is that when Brad Holmes and they initiate, it makes everybody react. So good, congratulations, Minnesota. You found a way to work it out, so it's a good deal. Other teams won't. Right? How many other guys got to sign? We still got to see Chase sign and still got to.
Well, I gave you those numbers, right? With those three dudes taking up about 30% of their cap.
Yeah.
In relation, the Lions in 2026 will have about 44% of their cap tied up in Jared Goff, Amon-Ra St. Brown, and Penei Sewell. So that's their.
So those are the waters you're swimming in. Those are the guys that they're committed to too. So at the end of the day, I like our guys better.
Yeah.
That's it.
That's all it is. So then,
oh, by the way, that's 2 more years of Brad Holmes drafting.
They have to play the game. Then we get to see.
So I guess that's the overriding question with all this, right? Are you more comfortable with Goff, St. Brown, and Sewell at 44% of your cap? Or are you more comfortable with T.J. Hawkinson, Justin Jefferson, and 37-year-old Harrison Smith at 30% of your cap? Yeah. And oh, by the way, I'll take my guy that's drafting all this time as well.
Exactly.
So, I mean, the Vikings are a non-factor. To me, they're a non-factor. I gave you the reasons why. Tell me your reasons. Well, I think. Well, I hope. Well, I think. No, I'm telling you what is.
Mm-hmm.
No, absolutely.
Was that too much tone?
No, not at all. Vikings fans.
No, it's factual tone.
So essentially, you're saying they got a 2-year window to get this done before it bites them in the ass.
No, I mean, I wouldn't say, bites them in the ass. I would say this. I think they did do okay with Justin Jefferson's numbers, considering the growth of the league and the growth of the cap. He's probably never going to be more than 15% of the cap.
Yeah.
So, they did okay. For real, they did.
But like you said, the 3 players that is tied into, as opposed to the Lions, where you have a cornerstone quarterback, a cornerstone lineman, and a cornerstone receiver.
And look, I think that this goes back to the Goff thing. I think that the anti-Goff crowd here, I don't think that they understand or they value the fact that you are paying a convenience fee for the known. You know what Jared Goff is. You are paying a convenience fee for certainty. You don't have to wonder. The Minnesota Vikings are walking up to the crap table right now with J.J. McCarthy's face on a pair of dice, and they are rolling the dice, and they better hit.
Yeah.
They better hit, because if they don't, this will all crumble around them. And that's where they are, and that's what it is. Again, right here, right now, do you feel better about the known or the unknown? Because you know where I stand on it.
100%. So to my point, what are we watching on the TV right now? CD Lamb not reporting the mandatory camp, right? That's the
next up
ball rolling effect to contracts to everything else, how it affects going on around the league. And then you look and you go, oh, other teams' problems. OTP, baby. Other teams' problems.
Mike G, don't forget J.J. McCarthy was one of the most accurate QBs in Division I last season. Look out, man. Hey, you're not hosting Hawaii and Fresno State and playing 11 out of 17 home games. You're not.
Yeah.
You're not. You're going into Ford Field. You're playing against Patrick Mahomes. You know what I'm saying here? Like,
it's going to be tough sledding for him.
The wind's not at your back all the time, man. It's not neutral site fields.
This isn't Kansas anymore, Dorothy.
Yep. And it's not just us. You got the Bears to worry about. The Packers are relevant. It's not just us.
Don't get it twisted, too. He's getting booed when he walks into Ford Field, even if you're a Michigan fan. I expect you to boo him.
Who knows with you guys?
Here we go.
Absolutely not.
They should.
It won't.
Well, then they're soft.
KG, you booing him?
Absolutely.
Thank you, KG.
Who are you going to boo more? The kids or J.J. McCarthy?
The kids.
Hold on. Wait for it. Both.
For me, it's the kids. But
you boo the kids. Well, that's what we do here.
Yeah.
That's absolutely what we do. Yeah. I'll never boo if I get a haircut at Lady Jane's, D-Mac.
Absolutely not, because it's awesome, Neal, and you know it, because you can walk into Lady Jane's where a guy can get an amazing haircut. Lady Jane's Haircuts for Men. Stop in, sit back, relax, let one of the Lady Jane's talented stylists make you look and feel great. Walk in anytime, 7 days a week. Lady Jane's, it's wicked awesome.
Stop searching for a vehicle and start finding one. Les Stanford Chevrolet Cadillac makes it easy. We harness the power of multiple dealerships and own the biggest selection of GM brands in the area to get you the car you need. With the Les Stanford Group, you'll have access to 4 different dealerships, providing you with more makes, more models, and more choices. We're connected to more than 1,000 vehicles. And with so many high-quality CPO vehicles available, you'll find new car quality at pre-owned prices. You can start and end your search at lesstanford.com today.
Braylon Edwards here, Premier Pet Supply. Man, just looking around, who's got it better than pets? Come on, a baby stroller for Coda? A chef for Lola? Really? You don't have to tell me who the real boss here is. Who's got it better than pets? Nobody, especially here at Premier Pet Supply. For over 30 years and more than 13 locations, Premier Pet Supply has everything that your pet can dream of, and guess what? It's all under one roof. Premier Pet Supply, family owned, operated, and proud to call Metro Detroit home. Check out premierpetsupply.com or scan the QR code today. Who's got it better than pets?
Nobody!
What's up, everybody? Neal Ruhl here for KDK Law, dealing with divorce, child custody, visitation, or other family issues. Look, everybody is at some point. Kevin and Catherine at KDK Law in Birmingham will have your back. 10-plus years of experience with 24/7 availability. Scan the QR code on the screen or give them a call, 248-971-0476. Say Woodward Sports sent you, and KDK will pay your filing fee. KDK Law, they've got your back.
Don't let her do you wrong.
No, stand up. KDK Law, everybody. Rewind and scan that QR code.
A lot of y'all need it.
You need to come in that room strapped, if you know what I'm saying.
Absolutely.
Some reaction to the Vikings Lions salary cap situation. Danny G, damn, 44%. Yes. You'll pay for quality.
Yeah.
You'll pay for quality. DNC-ENT, definitely not 30% in 2 years when the cap goes up another $50 million. DNC-ENT, that's taken a bump of about $45-ish million into account of the cap. You know, obviously that's projection. Like, we don't know the hard numbers, but they're operating, assuming a $292.5 million cap in 2026. So that is inflation adjusted, I guess you could say. So that's where it is.
They've already used 140 of that cap, if you'd like the specific number.
Yes. But yeah, it's the Vikings fans though, man, like
out of control.
You guys are wild, man. Cody Engel, Michigan fans acting like JJ carried them to a title. I missed this one. Honolulu BS. D-Mac. Woodward Sports needs to start printing Minnesota Wolverine shirts. Or maybe Michigan Vikings. I like that.
I bet you do.
What did you say during the break?
See, here's the deal. What was the comment? Because I missed it in the chat. You brought one up that said something about they'll wear jerseys or what? How will the Michigan fans be when Minnesota comes rolling into town?
Well, Alan W. seems to think that Michigan fans are going to be showing up in Vikings jerseys.
That's wild.
No.
That's crazy.
They won't, right?
There's no way. If you do that, then you should just leave the stadium.
But
come on,
they're like for like.
Come on,
the
Neal.
two fan bases,
Neal.
They're very similar.
Neal.
KG,
Neal.
They're very similar. I would go so far as to say
Neal.
the Minnesota Vikings fans are the Michigan Wolverine fans of the NFL.
No, listen.
They don't
Neal.
deal in reality.
Just like the zipper method that you love to portray, the Lions fans, it's science. It's proven that most Michigan fans are Lions fans. It would have never happened. Never.
I hope not.
Never.
I hope not.
It won't.
But the prodigal son is a Minnesota Viking now.
Come on now.
And they just bet their whole franchise on him.
They did.
By giving Justin Jefferson the. So I'm not. Look, no one's talking about this. They have pushed all in on J.J. McCarthy or Sam Darnold, one of the two.
Sam Darnold, woo.
1 year, $8 million.
Shaking in my boots.
Sam Darnold's not terrible.
I'm shaking in my boots. Listen to that, Skinny's.
That's where they are, man.
I mean, I think they should start Sam Darnold to start the year. I think that pushing JJ in is a bad idea, but that's only my opinion.
Red Wings fan club. No, they'll wear Michigan jerseys. Gromito 237. Is the Detroit Rams still a thing?
No.
It probably is.
No, but Boo Them Kids is.
You damn right.
That's what we do here. Alan W. Michigan Vikings. LOL. But yeah. So
don't put that on Michigan fans, bro. We're nothing like that.
Okay.
Lions fans to the death.
All right, boo them kids, man.
Fucking right.
But yeah, no, the moral of all this story is that's what it screams to me, and I haven't heard this from anybody, is they are pushing all in on J.J. McCarthy. So sink or swim. That's a big, big gamble, man.
Yeah.
Time will tell.
And you can tell them the moves they made. They retooled the defense. They're trying to win. Make no mistake. They could have just rebuilt, and they chose not to. So,
yes. Honolulu BS. Neal, I heard Darnold was handing it off like Javi, tagging out guys in OTAs. JJ, beware. DNC ENT says, yes, they are all in until they take another quarterback next year. Yeah. Danny G. Spenny sounds like he's in the penalty box because he's got no microphone. Yeah. WayJ. Not going to lie. Y'all delusional to think Justin Jefferson re-signed with the Vikings because of JJ. That's hey, KG, you know how you always say that's white people shit?
Yeah.
That is Minnesota Vikings fan shit. For them to sit there and say, JJ signed because of the Vikings and the JJ McCarthy. He says, no, LOL, he signed because it gave him that bag, period, end of story. And D-Mac, that goes into my point. I don't have to wonder that about Amon-Ra St. Brown. That was always the point with the Amon-Ra St. Brown JJ discussion for me. There are no variables.
Mm-hmm.
You know what it is with him. These are a lot of questions the Vikings have.
It's almost like which stock, right? And even if you consider them blue chip stocks, which one are you more comfortable investing your money in?
Show me the money.
Amon-Ra St. Brown to me is the better return. There may be more high side and more volatility with JJ, but you're getting a return with Amon-Ra St. Brown, and you're getting a great return, in my opinion.
Exactly.
That's where I'm putting my money.
And I
don't have to worry about it. It's it's investment well spent. With Justin Jefferson, there's so many other variables, and his temperament is one of them.
Something we're going to get into a little bit more, I think, probably tomorrow, as a matter of fact. Lions are third in cap space right now.
Yes.
That's good, right?
Talk about it.
Because of the extensions that they signed, they were able to, kick some money down the road. And you know what? You know what it tells me, D-Mac?
It tells me their window is right now, as much as what they're saying.
They have prepared accordingly.
And they prepared accordingly.
All in.
And so, like, for the people that were very critical of the trade deadline, at this network. I'm moving to the right. I
Very
think
subtle.
Nothing. They are ready to roll.
Yeah.
And they will be in the discussion of every big time move. We are locked and loaded, everybody.
It appears that way.
There are no trips to the crap table for the Lions franchise like there is for the Vikings franchise. We don't have to hit any hard eights to win like the Vikings do.
Locked and loaded.
Locked and loaded, man. Like at Dispo.
Absolutely. Visit Dispo Dispensary today for deals too good to miss. Be the team that creates an unbelievable atmosphere and shopping experience. Try the freshest inventory from Michigan's largest variety of products. Come through our stores or order on Dispo Dash today. Dispo Dispensary, DispoShops.com. Your local cannabis plug.
Drive into summer and drive into savings during Feldman Chevrolet's biggest Memorial Day sale ever. We're stocked with new Chevy cars, trucks, and SUVs, all priced to move. Like this 2024 Silverado for only $217 a month, or this 2024 Equinox for as low as $199 a month. Find your freedom in a Feldman at the Memorial Day sale going on now at Feldman Chevrolet, Michigan's #1 Chevy dealer.
Congratulations to the real coach of the year, Motor City Dan Campbell.
Just put your head down and go to work. It's about to be fun, man. It's about to be fun.
Woodward Sports. Love Woodward Sports? Love wearing clothes? Then you should be wearing Woodward Sports clothes. Check out our full line of merch at woodwardsports.com. Just click on shop. We have all your favorite designs, like Dan Campbell kneecaps, Woodward golf, and of course, our own logoed out merchandise. Men, women, infants, kids, all love Woodward Sports. Impress your friends. Impress your boss. Impress your dog. Buy Woodward Sports merch today.
Neal Ruhl here for Planet Fitness. Make sure you take advantage of the high school summer pass. That's right, at Planet Fitness. Ages 14 to 19 can work out for free all summer long. You become a member at Planet Fitness for free because Planet Fitness doing it for the community out there. Get the teenagers certainly out of school, get them around, get movement going, and you can do it at Planet Fitness for free all summer long. Go to planetfitness.com or just walk into any of the 50 Metro Detroit Planet Fitness locations. Planet Fitness, where your fitness is essential.
For the kids.
For the kids, that's right.
They're for the kids.
We boo the kids. Planet Fitness celebrates the kids. So just, I want that distinction out there.
After they walk out, boo the shit out.
I'll stop. I'll be walking out of Planet Fitness, and one will be walking out, and be like, boo, thumbs down, boo, these kids, boo. Neal Ruhl, Darren McCarty, KG here in the house. We got intern Justin, Spencer Raxter. We got the new guys in here mixing and scratching as well. But yeah, D-Mac, coming down the stretch here. Woodward Sports chat thread, jump into there and get your thoughts out there.
You know what I like too? Somebody brought it up in the chat thread about going back to the Amon-Ra St. Brown, Justin Jefferson. What a complete wide receiver. Like blocking, in the scheme. You don't really see Justin Jefferson's elite. He's a Maserati, or I guess that's Marv, but he's a Ferrari. He's a game changer. But he doesn't do all the little things that Amon-Ra and on this Detroit Lions team, the way that they're built, because Minnesota's built differently. They're a different kind of car than what is built here. So to me, I need that in that commitment from all my players, that they're all in and they're going to do everything.
No, absolutely. I guess, you know what? If you want to get it down to math, like we can quit skating around the issue. And I probably should have brought this up earlier, but whatever. If you want to get to the math of it all, is Justin Jefferson 15% better than Amon-Ra St. Brown? I don't think so.
No.
Does anybody think that? Anybody around the room?
Well, if you don't, Neal, you don't subscribe to PFF, but if you're looking at strictly stats or stuff like this, then that's where your argument is. But if you take the total package of the eyeball test and what he means to your team and whatever, no, I still think Amon-Ra St. Brown is more valuable than Justin Jefferson.
new chat member, shout out to, quote, the law office of Katz and Epstein.
Oh, shit.
I object, Neal. I object to everything.
I got to give a round of applause for that, man.
Oh, God. You guys are unbelievable.
Yeah.
That is awesome.
Overruled.
Yeah. So again, that's the question in this JJ Amon-Ra St. Brown. Is Justin Jefferson 15% better than Amon-Ra St. Brown? He is not. But he's paid 15% more. So therefore, Amon-Ra St. Brown, yet again, another example of the value of what his deal is. Period. End of story, man. Look me in the eye and tell me Justin Jefferson is 15% better than Amon-Ra St. Brown. You won't do it. And you can do it if you want, and you can lie to me. That's fine. But damn it, don't lie to yourself. I don't want to see you go down that road because I care about you.
Oh, word. Oh
don't do it.
When did this become an addiction ad?
That would be my question. That would be my question to the people. Don't do it to yourself. You can do it to me, that's fine. But don't do it to you. I can't sit by and let that happen to you.
Save yourself.
So caring.
If you won't save yourself, then I'll try to save you.
They don't want to be saved.
I was told I want to be saved.
Don't save them. J. Cole voice.
J. Cole never lied.
I want to be saved. I thought they did.
Oh, you going back to E40 now. Oh,
that's what I'm saying.
A little buck with it. All right.
Good in any hood in the yak, KG.
I bet.
Got anything else for the good of the group, D-Mac?
No, not yet.
When does the Stanley Cup start?
Saturday.
When's the NBA Finals start?
Thursday, my birthday. Shout out.
Okay.
Shout out, KG.
Oh, I know we need.
It's a perfect gift.
What's top 5 tomorrow?
Oh, yeah.
Oh,
Drop it in the chat real quick.
Yeah.
Any top 5s you want to see?
Sauces.
What is it?
Sauces.
Top 5 sauces. Okay, let me pull up the list here. So we got top 5.
Excuses? We never did excuses.
We never did. Yeah.
Oh,
I want to do excuses.
That would be good.
Can we do excuses?
We can do excuses.
It's gonna expose some of my out the doors when I need a quick excuse to get out the door. It's gonna expose me a little bit. Are you sure?
Your bag, bro.
An excuse when it's
100%.
I go to is stuck in traffic. You can't. No, you're not. Oh yeah. Are you sure?
I use my children as human shields all the time.
Oh yeah.
Oh yeah.
If you got kids, definitely.
KG's a big traffic one in the morning. Can't lie.
Most definitely.
Sorry to put you on blast, KG.
No, it's all good. I'm parking right now.
Yeah.
Nick Hedigan, top 5 irrelevant holidays. That reeks.
Oh.
That reeks of a list we would do.
That's a good one.
That
I
is
like
a good
that
one.
a lot.
That one could be real. I almost want to do that one.
Juneteenth better not be on none of y'all lists. I will boycott this goddamn word.
Honorable mention, Juneteenth.
You automatically went there and put the ban on it.
Yeah. All right. You want to flash pull it real quick?
Yeah.
Top 5 excuses or top 5 irrelevant holiday? The relevant holidays one has me excited. I'm not going to leave.
It is
But the
tempting.
excuses
It's so
one does
many
too.
of them. It's so many irrelevant holidays.
Yeah. Andrew Schmidt, top 5 overpaid Vikings in history.
Now, hey, Jesus,
That's a long list.
your show. Still doing after heavyweights, recording it, doing it live?
Yeah. I think today it will be after heavyweights. There's a couple existential factors we're dealing with right now. So I believe we're gonna do it after heavyweights tonight.
Yinging and yanging?
Yep, yin and yang.
All right, check it out.
All right, there it is.
Thank you, D-Mac. Appreciate you.
All right, bud.
We popping that chat poll up there? Oh, we're getting all right, we're getting it in there.
Yeah.
Which one? Top 5 excuses or top 5 irrelevant holidays? We'll let this roll for about a minute. So call to action, everybody. Get your votes in. Irrelevant holidays off to a good start. Now irrelevant holidays really getting out of the blocks well.
It's a good one.
It is.
Neal, before we leave, I had
Yes.
a very controversial take yesterday.
Okay.
Oh, boy. Here we go.
Talk to your boy over here. Talk to him. He said Luka Doncic was not the best player on the Mavericks.
Who is?
Who the got into my weed bag?
Kyrie.
Stay out of my goodies.
Kyrie.
Kyrie is the reason they will win a championship.
Yes.
He's the reason they will win a championship. He is not the best player.
But why do you hate Luka? Because he's not a two-way player.
I mean, if you don't play, look, if you don't want to play defense and you don't play both sides of the ball, I think that matters. And when it comes down to the closing moments, yes, Luka makes the shot, but we all know Kyrie Irving's going to get the ball when it really counts. as Neal just said, they're going to be the reason they win.
He'll be the reason they win a chip.
And I feel like for me, that makes you the best player on the team if you're the reason your team wins. I think if the Mavericks are going to win, there'll be a Finals MVP, Kyrie Irving.
You know what? With that argument,
no chance of that.
With that argument, I appreciate it. That would make me one of the most
valuable dudes.
Would you say dudes on the team? But no, it's puzzle pieces to win championships. It's two different questions, right? Like like as far as they needed this piece, he can't do it by himself, right? Like that. Without Kyrie, but it's that piece that puts him over the edge. It's a lot when I look at it. That's when I talk about Dylan Larkin needing his 1A so that they have A and B as a centerman, right? That other centerman.
Yeah.
Kyrie absolutely, embraces and makes Luka even on that
but Luka
next level.
Just as clutch.
Luka Doncic,
he's an animal, man. And then if he wins Finals MVP and
which
gets
he
the
will.
chip. Yeah, which he will.
There's no doubt he will.
Would you crown him the best player in the world?
In the world?
He's a Jokic.
Because James said not a chance in hell.
You can't put him over Jokic.
No, I wouldn't put him over Jokic yet.
Yeah.
But his time is coming.
They got the same amount of chips. You sure?
Yeah, because again,
different
if they win,
because Jokic is something the game of basketball has never seen.
So was
ever.
So was Luka.
Wait. We've seen variations of Luka.
But not Luka.
No doubt. And guys, remember this too. This is perpetual. There is no finish line.
Yeah.
It goes on forever. So.
Relevant holidays it is.
All right, there it is. It's in the bag. Top 5 irrelevant holidays. KG says June. You better not see any Juneteenth, or there's going to be some issues.
Hell to pay.
Yeah, absolutely.
Keep forgetting that.
So we'll get into it tomorrow. Top 5 irrelevant holidays. I can't wait. For D-Mac, for intern Justin, for KG, Spencer, Raxter, everybody here at Woodward Sports. Thanks for tapping in Big D Energy. Well, see you later.